Ooh. Sorry, I'm with you now. Just clearing a bit of debris off my table. Yeah, this is my tarot space. Okay, Gemini, welcome to your reading. My name's Clive. You're watching Emery's Tarot. It's my pleasure, in fact my great pleasure, to be here for you, to read for you with this general reading. And I must emphasise that it is a general reading, so please take the bits that resonate and leave the rest. Please don't try and make it fit, as this will lead you to wrong conclusions. Okay, so without further ado, let's see what messages we have for you from the universe. Messages for the sign of Gemini, please. Universe, spirits, guides. What messages does the sign of Gemini need to hear? Well, a realisation and coming to terms with the past. Finally, a decade or more of quite painful experiences for some of you, not all of you, but there was a painful ending here. But what I'm getting now is recovery, and your perspective has been changed rather abruptly. I'm kind of getting in the past you were wishing for great change. It's just these changes have taken place, okay, you didn't envisage. Okay, what I'm getting here is this change is actually a very good one, because now your judgment will be one of much more experience, much more intuitive decisions, leading you to much greater things. Okay. You are in the process of lying low and avoiding a certain situation, certain person at the moment, okay, because it does invoke some very, very strong feelings and thoughts. Okay, there is a situation here for one or two of you where the blame game's going on. Okay, but let me say this. You are not responsible for anybody else's decisions. They're not responsible for yours. Each of us must take responsibility for our own decisions, okay, within any given scenario. I know that sounds kind of brutal, but, you know, the universe it doesn't have to deal with feelings and thoughts and emotions and, you know, opinions. It just sees, you know, true balance with all indifference, okay? It's not that it doesn't care, it's the fact that it you know, you make a decision or take an action and there's a consequence. This is a very good consequence, albeit a very painful one. You have come to terms with the past. You're starting life on a new journey. Perhaps there's somebody new here and there's some trust issues to get over, but you are in the process of letting go for the greater good, okay, in a situation, and it's very painful for some of you, but what I can see is recovery. You're taking a very much more realistic view. All right, the challenge here, there is a new beginning here. You're on the point of a new beginning. What I'm getting here is you've gone through the worst of it. It's getting better. Yeah, Five of Swords. Like I say, you're seeing things with a much better perspective. There is a lot of jealousy and resentment around you, perhaps in work. Okay, but it's whatever. There's somebody jealous. It could well even be a third-party situation here. Okay, and for the greater good, perhaps you were dealing with somebody who was married or still connected with somebody else, with a child. You know, they were putting other people first. This person was a determined win at all costs because of their attitude and towards you. I'm kind of getting that you've come full circle on yourself. There's new opportunities coming in for you. And you're basically very much stronger, or you're getting that way. But it does seem a challenge. These changes I'm kind of getting, you didn't expect to take place in such a dramatic form. what's led to this is somebody who's very controlling, could even be narcissistic. Like I say, you could be in a marriage or a commitment or whatever, even your work boss. Somebody here has been too demanding, and there's a lot of confrontation, a lot of antagonism here. But what I'm getting here most of all is you're finally taking control of the situation. You're not allowing anybody's opinions to, or justifications to, persuade you in any way, shape or form. There's a lot of determination here. There's a lot of revelations taking place as well. A lot of the truth coming out. What else do we have in the past? I'm kind of getting an unrealistic attitude from all concerned has led to this point. You know, it led to decisions that didn't work out. You've certainly been doing an awful lot of work on yourself. Okay. And you know, you're plucking up the courage to say exactly what you're thinking and feeling, and it's not with the intention of literally going out to hurt somebody, but it is with the intention of your greater good. In other words, you're speaking your truth. There has been in the past some manipulative communication, okay, but you know, you're not letting that affect your judgment now. Your judgment is much clearer, and you're doing it for you, nobody else. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. What's coming towards you? Yeah, there is a decision on your happiness. Okay, but it's you coming to terms with everything and you evolving, metaphorically emerging as the butterfly. Okay, your true self is being revealed. There's been a lot of internal growth, a lot of internal changes. You have been a bit reclusive as late, but there's going forward, yeah, you're going to emerge as the butterfly, and then there'll be no stopping you, because there's a lot of determination here, a lot of stability. You're following your own destiny. You're not living your life on somebody else's terms. All right. And I can see improvements in a work situation. Perhaps you want to go solo and, you know, create a business of your own. The effort you put in is fantastic. In this personal situation, you're getting control. And I can see success coming your way. Relationships that you've been disconnected from in the past, you know, that because of this, you've kind of not literally been a hermit, but you've literally been very self-protective and energetically, you know, unintentionally shut other people out. But that's all coming back together, and I can see a lot of healing, okay, and relationships that have been strained, i.e. with other family and friends and workmates, okay, it's great because they're reforming. I can see the Empress, yeah, very nurturing, new feelings, a lot of healing, okay. You're doing an awful lot of thinking here about who and what you want to commit to, but I'm kind of going forward, finding your niche, working towards that, bringing in a lot of new energy. With this particular situation, I'm kind of getting, you are going to work your way through it, okay, recover. I mean, there is a person here that you're dealing with, you know, they're very judgmental, okay, they've got an opinion, they're sticking to their guns, but you're determined to forge your way past this, past these obstacles. All right, you know, whether there's a child involved or not, you're making headway. You're reconnecting with yourself. Kind of getting this person here. There's a person, somebody here who's going to realise what they've lost, and there's some kind of compromise here. Okay. They want to come back in with a different approach, and yeah, they don't want to repeat past cycles. They want to strengthen the bond between you, but with a different approach. They're at a kind of win at all costs. They've backed off as well and tried to work out what they want, and now they're realising the loss, and now they want to come back in. There's been an awful lot of contemplation going on, okay, and where you were the pursuer, things have changed. You've changed, you become much stronger, and now they're the pursuer. They want to pursue you. But what I'm getting is, for some of you, perhaps it's a little, too little, too late. For some of you, it's gone beyond the past of point of no return. But you're following your true destiny here. You've worked out exactly where your true path lies and who you want in your life and who you don't. Okay, regardless of what they do or say, you've made up your mind to go in a certain way. And you're more or less going with the flow now. But things are very, very different. The pendulum of things going against you from the past are now swinging towards you, and things going for you. So there's luck here involved as well. Yep, you're getting your wish. Many, many changes. Different perspective, much more realistic attitude towards life. Okay, and a transformation, and you're kind of finishing what you started. Because this is conclusions. This is closing the door on the past. Perhaps in the circumstantial world and the materialistic world. So if there's a divorce here or anything, a separation, okay, this is conclusions and you're on your way. Perhaps they will try and stop you on getting there. For some of you, that this person, they're realising what they've lost and they don't like losing. They have a kind of a win at all costs attitude. They're gonna try and persuade you in whatever way they can, hold you back. But I'm kind of getting you're not having any of it. You're very determined to follow your destiny now and find your niche in life. And I can still see here a lot of healing. So, through this pain, we're back to the old cliche, there's been a lot of gain. It's just gains that coming from within you and you realising just how strong you are. Thank you very much for watching.